know what day it is? Yep, it's time for another 5-Minute Friday. Today we'll dive into the topic of influencer marketing. I think all of us have a love-hate relationship to the concept. For one, the term of being an influencer has broadened in this Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube and other platform era that are currently being used. Also, given the fact that only 14% of people trust mass media channels and place 78% of their trust to influencers, family and friends, gives the obvious answer to why the influencer is so popular. And as a brand, can you really live without them? That is what I'll dedicate the next 5 minutes on to simplify the complexity of influencer marketing. Roll intro. Influencer marketing, as increasingly practiced in a commercial context, comprises of 4 main activities: identifying influencers and ranking them in order of importance, marketing to influencers to increase awareness of the brand within the influencer community, marketing through influencers, using influencers to increase market awareness of the brand amongst target markets, and marketing with influencers, turning influencers into advocates of the brand. Influencer marketing focuses on using key people to drive your brand's message to the broader market. Rather than marketing directly to a large group of consumers, you instead hire influencers to get out the word for you. Who are the 4 archetypes of influencers? You have the influential educator, the teacher who has a vast knowledge of a specific topic and is willing to share it with your audience. Sarah Lacy is known to be unfiltered, unafraid, and fiercely unapologetic. She is one of the tech's most influential writers. Then there's the influential coach. Coaches are helpful, positive, and focus on continual engagement. Jay Bear regularly dives into LinkedIn discussions and blog posts. People admire his remarkable ability to connect with people about marketing and customer service. The influential entertainer. Entertainers are the hardest type of influencers to secure because of the price. It can pay off as entertainers have great influence over their fans. You might have noticed that DJ Khaled is all over Snapchat. The influential charismatic. They tap into the emotional side of the audience by sharing heartwarming stories and inspirational messages. Mary Smith is an expert at using her charisma and warm demeanor to connect with people. Influencers as a commodity has truly been booming in the past 5 to 8 years. And we heard insane amounts of money being spent without quite knowing the outcome, results, or real ROI. Not because it's not measurable, but because brands don't know the ins and outs and the skill set is missing. A lot of times it's defined and initiated internally by one person's interest and passion following the results in a partnership, but that doesn't guarantee a great result. There are a lot of cases where influencer marketing has failed. To name a few of them, we have the Snickers and the collaboration with Katie Price. I'll leave a link below for you to read the whole case, but in short, her followers are mostly interested in fashion and entertainment. So suddenly sharing messages that was totally off her usual content, then ending the series of tweets with a photo of herself with the Snicker bar and the tagline, "You're not you when you're hungry," just resulted as a total misfire and left quite a sour impression of the Snicker brand to her followers. The second case is the Pepsi-Kendall Jenner collaboration. What made the ad a total failure was the impression that it focused around the implied trivialization of the Black Lives Matter movement, particularly when Kendall, the newest face of Pepsi, hands a police officer a can of the soda, causing the multicultural protest crowd to cheer. Pepsi quickly removed the ad and tweeted the following: "Pepsi was trying to project a global message of unity, peace, and understanding. Clearly, we missed the mark, and we apologize. We did not intend to make light of any serious issue. We are removing the content and halting any further rollout." In terms of increasing brand awareness and relatability, the advertisement was a huge success. However, not in the way they had originally intended. According to the data collected by Brandwatch, Pepsi's overall social mentions increased by 21,000%. raking in over 1.25 million mentions on April 5th, but the sentiment toward Pepsi plummeted with 56% to the feelings to be negative. So given the challenges and pitfalls, there are some things to focus on and consider. Seek to build long-term relationships and make an investment and commitment with the influencer and demand the same in return. In marketing, one-offs seldom have a long-term impact on the brand value, loyalty, and durability. True, some campaigns and super sales can affect the bottom line in the short term, but companies that are true to their brand principles, like for example Ray with their Black Friday activity, Opt Outside, were more true to the core values and voice. Their employees and customers loved it, and it became a success where more than 700 organizations decided to join the movement. The CEO, Jerry Stritzke, says that originally the decision was a moral one, giving all their employees a paid day off. It is also great for the outdoors company's business. He's stating, "You don't win the long term by pushing what I call rampant consumerism. Consumers are now looking for something more," which for Ray is the Opt Outside campaign. The same goes for influencer marketing. Don't fall for the bright, shining object, the obvious choice, simply for their impressive numbers of followers and reach. Do your due diligence, make an audit of their followers, what's their demographics, locations, engagement. Once you've discovered and laser targeted your group of influencers, invest and build long-term relationships with them. Invite the ones that show commitment, the drive, and the desire to present themselves as brand ambassadors. Those are the ones you make part of the brand, product, and service. In return, you'll have an influencer that is credible, authentic, and gives you invaluable attention. It becomes a true win-win relationship for both parties. So I want to know, what's your take on this topic? What's your thoughts, perspectives, and experience when it comes to influencer marketing? Please drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you're not subscribing, why aren't you? Please do so. I promise I'll do my best to make it worth your while. Hit that like button if you so desire, and I'll see you next week for another 5-Minute Friday. Be safe, stay awesome, and continue challenging the status quo.